Good morning. Just see if I can see it on my laptop, so I can see what you can see. I think it's thinking about it. Anyway, yes, here we are. Great. Today I am delighted to have you joining me. This is my very first crafting Facebook Live. I did one last week as a test and showed people things that I cannot stand without. And this time I'm actually going to craft with you, or show you things that you can then craft. I'm going to use is it backwards? Yes, it is. I'm going to use the Dress to Impress set, which comes with some dies, and it also comes with this awesome paper. As you can see, I've been using bits of it a lot. I'll just show you some of the amazingly beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful. And then there's just fun things too. More of this. I should have done this when I was pointing you down, I guess, because it would be easier to show you. But hey, and obviously they're all two-sided, and this one's beautiful too. I don't think I've used that one yet. I must do that. And this one, and it's really, really fun. And with the dies you can make little bags. Here's one my friend Celine sent me. It's now empty of the contents, but there were a couple of bars to eat, and that was great. So anyway, see, you can make even they have the buckles as well, and the ability to make a little pocket. So it's really a really fun bundle. So, this isn't working as well as I thought. So I'm going to have to guess. I'm going to have to guess when I put it down. Anyway, let me show you the cards we're going to make. So here's one, using that beautiful paper and this lovely petal pink ribbon, which is gorgeous. This one just makes me laugh. Life is short by the shoes. I gave this as a birthday card to a friend of mine at work. She loves shoes. It was perfect. She loved the card too. So, and it's nice and simple. And then be as bold as your lipstick. And I used 7 different colours for the lipstick, but you could just use 1 or 2, whatever you have. So let me point you downwards and let's get started. So that's straight. I am not sure. Hopefully it is. So let's start with this one. I've got all the supplies here. I have set it up so that if you want to purchase some pre-cut card stock. I just stole that from another card. Oops. Well, if you want to purchase the stuff needed to make 6 of these cards, you can, if you place an order for $50, which will get you a celebration item, then I will send you not only the 15 free tutorials that I usually send you, it would also, okay, we're not quite straight, are we? Let's see. No, that's good. Okay, so I would also send you the 15 free tutorials and a pack pre-cut so that you can make these cards. So anyway, here is Lucky Lipstick. This is a slight tip. If you use your bone folder, which I recommend because it gets you a nice crisp fold, it's slightly shiny here. So I always have that as the back. So that's just a minor, small tip. So I've got the pre-cut piece of DSP, and this is mint macaron. That's just slightly larger so that you get a good, a nice little border, but not overpowering. I don't like them too clumsy. I've got my trusty snail. Oops, I've just lost my pick-me-up tool, but you know what? I don't need it for this card, so that's fine. It just rolled off the table when I moved the snail. So, yes, I still move my snail to the side as if it were fast fuse, and I guess I just got used to doing that, and I haven't stopped, even though you don't need to go sideways like that. So there we go, that's that. And then we just need to apply this to the card. This is a very, very simple card, so it's perfect if you're a beginner, or just if you want to, if you need a card in a short space of time. It's so you just add that there, and here's my pre-cut sentiment piece, and I'm using Lovely Lipstick again to coordinate because I do like coordination. And this, I put it slightly, diagonally actually, because then you don't get messed up by the edges of the block. If you put it on just slightly off, you're more likely to follow this, and you'll be off. So this way, it's so off that it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother your brain. So let me see if I can do that without getting my head in the way. There we go. I'll just close this one and get it out of the way for the next card. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on. Yeah, I had done some printing on the other side, but our cardstock is so awesome. It's so thick that you can't see through it. And here's a little tip I picked up from my friend Celine Kempton. You don't want your stuff to sag, so put in some extra dimensionals. But you don't actually need 4 dimensionals to stick it down, so I just take off 2, and the others are just to keep it from sagging. Because no one likes a saggy middle, do they? No, exactly. There you go. There's our first card made. So as you can see, nice and quick, nice and fun, and comes out with a beautiful card. So let me move that one out of the way. Oh, of course you would need to put a piece of white, Whisper White inside so you can write on it. And I personally think that the card is more, it feels more finished with something in the middle, and it's a bit more sturdy too. So I always put them in, even if it's a white card, I'll add a piece of card inside to write on. So the next card we're going to do is this one, which is this one, which is just another very simple card. You may have figured out I like simple. I also like elegance. So I'm not the kind of stamper that throws 10 layers, large ribbons, and embellishments all over every card. I occasionally use ribbon. It's usually restrained, but that's just who I am. That's how I card. So if that's not you, that's fine. But if you wanted to do some simple stuff, I'm probably your person. So again, I'm sorry, I should have done this earlier because I can see I'm wobbling the camera. But there you go, turn it over to get rid of the shine on that where I used the bone folder. I guess that's a bit perfectionist, but I was a mathematician well, I went to college for maths, and so I'm kind of very black and white, and so I just don't like the shine because it messes it up. So when you're putting something on a mat, here's another tip for you. Rather than doing it the way that you're looking at it, I mean the way that the card is going to be, use the longer side because that gives you more time, more distance to see that you've lined it up properly. And so I like to hold that there and there. And then if you've got this straight and this one looks good, that one's going to be fine, obviously. Doesn't always work. Sometimes the glue sometimes the glue on that you've got your finger stuck on pulls the DSP slightly off kilter, and when that happens, if it's really bad, I will actually cut the mat off and start over. So some of my cards are a little thicker than they intended to be. So I think I don't know, I think this way. So same deal here, use the long side, make sure that that distance and that distance are to your eye. Got stuck on my finger as I was just talking about. This one feels funny. There we go. Oops. Now, the thing you shouldn't forget to do is to put the ribbon on first. But I forgot. So, I just did an overhand knot. But maybe I was wondering about doing a bow instead. So you know what? We're going to have a bow. Because why not? Only you and me will know that it was originally supposed to be a strip across, but there you are. So you can actually change what you were doing, or what you intended to do, and nobody is the wiser, apart from you and me, of course. So I'm going to pop this one up too. It's a nice day for carding. It's cold out. Yeah, we're 2 degrees over freezing. So this is the kind of day to stay in and craft, in my opinion. Well, actually, honestly, most days are the days to stay in and craft, really. Except sometimes you have to do work instead. So there we go. I'll put that there. And then I need my glue dots. Here we go. And maybe another one, because it's quite a big bow. Because I have been contemplating whether to change, there we go, change from this with just the overhand knot to a bow. I'd already tied a bow, so it actually worked out pretty well. There you go. So there's number 2. There's the original. If you do order from me and I send you the pre-cut pieces to make these, you'll also get some ribbon so that you can do whichever one you want to do, or do one of each, whatever you like. Let me just close this, because I don't have a very large desk, so it can just put that away. Right, so now we're going to have fun with the lipstick. I should get my cleaner out, because we're going to need it. Yeah, I had to move my Stampin' Scrub, or is it, yeah, my scrubber, because it's my Stampin' Scrub, which is great for cleaning the ink off the delicate, particularly the delicate ones, but I had to move it so that I could actually fit my my stand for the iPhone. So and as we're here, another tip: when you score your piece of cardstock, you've got a dip here, and this is more rounded. Well, it would seem logical to leave the mountain on the outside and the valley on the inside, but actually you get a much nicer fold if you do it the other way around. So fold your card the logical way and you'll get a nice crisp fold. Here you go. So that's ready. I think I'm going to do the lipstick first. So what I'm going for is seven lipsticks, because you want it to be an odd number. So we got 7, and I like them, some of them not being all the way on the paper. So we'll kind of start here, and we'll have one just slightly off, or mostly off actually. This one's only a little bit off. And then let's have one coming down. And then have a nice long one there. That one. And then there you go. So that's that done. So now we get the fun bit. This one is Lovely Lipstick, which is a really good colour for a lipstick. I don't think this is really meant for the lipsticks, because it's, you know, just a splodge, but I thought it was kind of fun. So hi Claire, I'm sorry, I only just looked over there and noticed that you were there. Right, so I've got my Stampin' Scrub over here. I'll put it on a different table so it doesn't shake everything. Now we have Mango Melody. This looks a bit weird. Oh well, I think I'll have to re-ink that one sometime. There you go. Slightly unusual colour for the lipstick, I think. But I don't wear lipstick, so I just went for bold colours. So here is Pumpkin Pie. Let's see, let's put that one up here. Clean it off. I did this in a class, it was quite fun. And nobody actually forgot to clean the piece. I was really impressed. This is Terracotta Tile. And then we get to the more classic colours. real red. There we go. And Melon Mambo. And finally, Poppy Parade. I did Poppy Parade last because I wanted to leave it open. So I can plan ahead apparently. So there is our basic piece, like so. So I'll put that together in a minute. But first I'm going to do the sentiment, which is going to be in Poppy Parade because this is Poppy Parade. And you know me, got to match. So there we are. Close that. And now we'll build our card. Right, so I just like the black to make it pop. There we are. Is that the shiny side? That's the shiny side. Okay. Yeah. And guess what? We're doing more dimensionals. I do like using the edges. I just never seem to bother until I've actually used them all. Can't explain that. So, position this, hopefully the right way up, be a good thing. And I think right about there. There you go. That's completed. So let me put you back up. So thank you so much for joining me. As I said, if you put in an order of $50 in product using the host code that I will post when I'm done, you'll not only will you get a freebie from Celebration, I will post you the pre-cut supplies to make 6 cards. So you could have some crafting fun. And as you see, I put those together in about 25 minutes along with the chatting. So they're nice and easy to do. And if you only want to put in a $25 order, I will send you the supplies for 3 of the cards, one each. So thank you so much, and please join me next Sunday at 11 a.m. I'm going to make this a regular thing because we can't get together. So we're going to have fun this way, okay? See you next week. Bye.